والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Allah calls himself Ar-Raqib, the watchful, the all-observing, the witness, on 3 occasions in the Quran. And one of the occasions in Surah Nisa, verse 1, Allah says, يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. O mankind, fear your Lord who created you from one soul and created from it its mate and dispersed from both many men and women. And fear Allah through whom you ask one another and the wombs. Indeed, Allah is over you an observer. Ar-Raqib is the one who sees what is hidden in the hearts, and He's the one who charges your soul for what it's earned. He is the all and ever watchful, observing everyone's actions, thoughts, and feelings. Narrated by Abdullah ibn Zayd ibn Aslam from his father, from his grandfather, who said, when I was accompanying Umar ibn al-Khattab on his patrol of Medina at night, he felt tired, so he leaned against a wall. It was the middle of the night, and we heard a woman say to her daughter, "Oh, my daughter, get up and mix that milk with some water." The daughter said, "Oh, mother, did you not hear the decree of Ammar al-Mu'mineen, the chief of the believers today?" The mother said, "What was that?" The girl said, "He ordered someone to announce in a loud voice that milk should not be mixed with water." The mother said, "Get up and mix the milk with water. You're in a place where Umar cannot see you." The girl told her mother, "I cannot obey Allah in public and disobey Him in private." This is an example of how we should understand and be aware of Ar-Raqib. This young woman was upright in her deeds, in public and private, because she believed Allah was observing her at all times. So how can we live by this name? First, know that you're never alone. A scholar in the past advised that the most common way to remember Allah through this name is repeating the following statement whenever going to bed, waking up, or going out. Allah looks at me, Allah watches me, Allah witnesses me. Keeping this name in mind will motivate us to do good things and abstain from evil actions. Knowing that Ar-Raqib is watching your every move, feel His presence. Make dua to Him to keep your intentions pure and your deeds upright. When someone you look up to is watching you, like your parent, a teacher, or a boss, you always try to work harder. But what about Allah? So next time, try to give extra sadaqah, pray on time, and read more Quran to impress Ar-Raqib. Second, mind your words. Some of us might stay away from the major sins like adultery and incest, but we still commit other thousands of sins by the way what we speak and what we speak about. Be inspired by Ar-Raqib to mind every word you speak and ask yourself, does this please Allah or make Him angry? Be Raqib to yourself and stand up for the good and against the wrong, and watch for Shaitan and his tricks. Third, remember Ar-Raqib when you're tempted. One day, Umar ibn al-Khattab radiyallahu anhu found a shepherd and asked if the boy would sell him a sheep. The boy replied that it wasn't his. Umar ibn al-Khattab made him an offer to see how he'd react. He said, "If your master asks you, tell him that the sheep was eaten by a wolf." He looked at him and said, "And what would I say to Allah?" Umar cried and said, "By Allah, you are right. What would you say to him?" Whenever you feel tempted to do something haram, think about Ar-Raqib watching you. Would you dare to look up to the sky and say no to Allah? Finally, supplicate to Ar-Raqib. When the Prophet Yunus alayhi salam was alone in the whale, what did he say? He called out in the darkness saying, وَظَنُّوا إِذْ ذَهَبَ مُغَاضِبًا فَظَنَّ أَن لَّن نَّقْدِرَ عَلَيْهِ فَنَادَىٰ فِي الظُّلُمَاتِ أَن لَّا إِلَٰهَ إِلَّا أَنتَ سُبْحَانَكَ إِنَّا كُنتُ مِنَ الظَّالِمِينَ. And the man of the fish, when he went off in anger and thought that we would not decree upon him, and he called out within the darkness, "There's no deity except you. Exalted are you. Indeed, I have been amongst the wrongdoers." Brothers and sisters, may Allah guide us and keep us on the straight path, and let's be Raqib conscious of ourselves. Jazakumullah khair.